There are some crochet stitches that teach you how to make a pretty stitch, and other crochet stitches that show you a technique on how that crochet stitch can be manipulated. This is one of those stitches. To demonstrate the Shadow Box Crochet Stitch, I'm going to be using Michael's Loops and Threads Impeccable yarn in the color Putty. I'm also going to be using a crochet hook, size H8 or 5mm crochet hook. And then to tie off this swatch that we're going to make, a pair of embroidery scissors and a yarn needle or tapestry needle to weave in those ends. That's it. The crochet level for this project, the terminology, and the pattern stitch card will also be found in the description section and comment section below. That's where you can find all of the information and links to everything that you will need. The Shadow Box Crochet Stitch is actually worked in a multiple stitch count of a multiple of 11 plus 4. Now I'm just making a small swatch so I can show you how to do the crochet stitch, but you'll get the idea. Starting off here, multiple of 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Once you have your multiple of 11, then add 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are ready to begin. So when it comes to row 1, all we are doing is making one single crochet stitch in the second chain from the crochet hook. Looking at our V's, 1, 2, single crochet, and then just make one single crochet stitch in every chain all the way across. I'm going to go ahead and work this row 1, and I'll meet you at the end of row 1 to show you what we do next. All right, last stitch here, single crochet. Perfect. For row 2, chain 1, turn our work. And for row 2 and row 3, all we are doing is making one single crochet stitch in each stitch space all the way across. And then at the end of row 2, to get onto row 3, just chain 1 and continue the one single crochet stitch in every stitch space across. I'll go ahead and meet you at the end of row 3 to show you how we do row 4 different. All right, just finishing row 3. So we really should have 3 rows of single crochet stitches right now. A great baseline. Row 4 is where we start doing that shadow box crochet stitch. So start by chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, and then turn our work. That chain 3 does count as our first double crochet stitch and will take that first stitch space. So the next stitch we make is a double crochet stitch in the following stitch space. And then one more double crochet stitch in the next stitch space. So technically we should start with what looks like 3 double crochet stitches right here. Great, now shadow box. Skip the next 2 stitch spaces. So skip 1, skip 2. In the third stitch space, make a treble crochet. So we are going to yarn over once, yarn over twice, and then insert our crochet hook into that stitch space. Yarn over one more time. There we go. 4 loops on our crochet hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Treble crochet in the next stitch space. Yarn over once, yarn over twice, insert our crochet hook, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Brilliant. Next, we're going to treble crochet stitch in that first skipped stitch space. So yarn over 2 times, 1, 2, work behind those 2 treble crochet stitches we made, and just kind of stick your crochet hook through that hole right there. Okay, get comfortable with that. Now, take your crochet hook, bring it up to that first stitch space, insert it in, yarn over, pull through, and I'm just going to go ahead and take these trebles, push them forward, so I'm looking at all 4 of my loops right here. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Great. Now let's do that again. Yarn over 2 times, 1, 2, take our crochet hook and insert it in that big space right here. Get comfortable with it. Insert your crochet hook into that second skipped stitch space. Yarn over, pull through, and again I'm going to take these treble crochets and I'm going to push them forward so that way I can see all of my loops very clearly. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now straighten everything up, and this is what you should be looking at. So the first 2 treble crochets we made will be pushed forward, and the second 2 treble crochet stitches that we made will be behind those. All right, moving on. Skip 2 stitch spaces. So skip 1, skip 2, treble crochet in the third, all right, treble crochet in the fourth or next one over, now we're going to treble crochet in front of these 2 first trebles. So we're going to go ahead and yarn over 2 times. 1, 2, go over them, find that first skipped stitch space, insert my crochet hook. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my crochet hook forward. Let me do that again so you can see it. So I'm going to really get these 2 treble crochet stitches out of my way. So if you need to take your finger and just kind of pull it back so they stay out of the way, maybe that'll help. So yarn over twice, finding the first skipped stitch space, insert, and then pop forward with your finger so it's all coming out the front of the work. Yarn over, pull through, got the 4 loops on my crochet hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and treble crochet in front of these 2 treble crochets in that second skipped stitch space. So yarning over twice, taking the finger, pulling those first 2 trebles out of the way, finding that second skipped stitch space, insert, bring it forward, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now, when I look at this, it looks like those V stitches are popping out the front and forming like a V shape right here, which is pretty cool. All right. We're going to make 1 double crochet stitch in the next 3 stitch spaces. Double crochet 1, double crochet 2, and double crochet 3. Great. And then repeat that shadow box pattern. Skip the first 2 stitch spaces, 1, 2, yarn over once and twice, treble crochet in that third stitch space, treble crochet in the fourth stitch space, first we go behind, so treble crochet behind these 2 trebles in the first skipped stitch space, yarn over once, twice, go behind, pop out that little hole window right there, insert into that first skipped stitch space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Do that again in the next skipped stitch space. Great. Skip the next 2 stitch spaces. So skip 1, skip 2, treble crochet in the next 2 stitch spaces, treble 1, treble 2, and this time we work in front. Remember, we want the most pronounced stitch to go either behind or in front, depending on which direction you want them to go. For us, in this shadow box, we want them to form a V shape. Right, so treble in the first skipped stitch space. So we're going to go over, find that first skipped stitch space, insert, and then pop it forward, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 2, 2, 2, and do that again in the second skipped stitch space. Great, there it is. And then we just make 3 double crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3. And that is the repeat pattern for row 4. Go ahead and continue on, and I will meet you at the end of row 4 to show you how we close row 4 and what we do for row 5. To end row 4, just make 1 double crochet stitch in the last 3 stitch spaces. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. All right, let's move on to row 5. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Turn our work. For row 5, we just repeat what we did for row 4. The chain 3 does count as our first double crochet stitch, and we'll take that first stitch space, make 1 double crochet stitch in the next 2 stitch spaces, 1, 2, skip the next 2 stitch spaces, treble crochet in the third, treble crochet in the fourth, and repeat exactly what we did in row 4. So don't let that trip you up. So we're going to start by making 2 treble crochets behind these 2 treble crochets. So treble crochet in the first skipped stitch space, then treble crochet in the second skipped stitch space. Great. Skip the next 2 stitch spaces, 1, 2, treble crochet in the following 2 stitch spaces, 1, 2, and this time we will make 2 treble crochets in front. So first it's behind and then it's in front. So I'm going to show you this. I got my treble, finding that first stitch space, inserting it in, and then coming forward. There we go. And then make 1 double crochet stitch in the next 3 stitch spaces, or basically on top of the following 3 double crochets. Double crochet on top of the double crochet. 2, 3. Look, it looks like an X on one side, but then if I flip it over, it looks like this O. So fun. Right, and then let's just repeat. Skip the next 2 stitch spaces, 1, 2, treble crochet in the following 2, 1, 2. We're going to start by crocheting behind, so treble behind in the first, treble behind in the second, skip 2 stitch spaces, 1, 2, treble in the next 2 stitch spaces, then treble in the front 2 stitch spaces, All right, and to end row 5, just make 1 double crochet stitch in the following 3 stitch spaces. Now the 3rd stitch space will be a chain, so we will just make our last double crochet stitch in the 3rd chain right here. So this is how we will end row 5. And that is the repeat pattern, guys. The repeat pattern is repeating row 2 through row 5. So next we will make 2 rows of single crochet stitches, and then we will repeat the 2 rows of the shadow box stitch, where it's 3 double crochets and then shadow box, then 3 double crochets, shadow box. Perfect. So that's what it'll look like. And then here is a full demo of what the shadow box stitch looks like. So 2 rows of single crochet, then shadow box, 2 rows of single crochet, shadow box. Another one of those crochet stitches that looks harder than it actually is. I really love these types of crochet stitches because it makes me feel like I'm such an expert when this really isn't that hard. This is also one of those stitches that, like I said, can be manipulated, and you can take this stitch and do so many different things with it, such as if you would like to eliminate the 3 double crochet stitches in the middle and have these shadow box stitches right next to each other, it makes a really cool look. Or if you wanted to elongate these shadow box arrows right here and just kind of elongate that, you could do that too. So many different ways to manipulate this stitch, which makes it a lot of fun and really cool. Thank you so much for crocheting with me today, guys. I hope you have the best day, and I will see you with my next one. Bye.